of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. The Lions sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This defense for the Vikings, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. See some heads shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for it after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Three and a half to go, first quarter. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That one a first down pickup of 8. On play action, they'll throw. Out on the right, this is Cruz. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On second down, Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get him back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Zabin Collins there to make the play defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. They'll look to throw here. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Second and 3. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Wow, this one hit is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. His throw incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
He gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Over the line into the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
Flexing his muscle again, and he'll be out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. That's a 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He'll look to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
He was brought down by Carl Hunter. It's a pickup of 6.
Working with his second and 4.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to claw one back. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The Lions take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. One
Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this right back to Rager. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to throw again. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Trucks over him. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And some room to work. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is up. Day is on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man, complete.
And it'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic.